You think your house is clean? Japan would disagree, because in Tokyo, even the sidewalks outside convenience stores are spotless enough to eat off of, and that's not an exaggeration. According to Japan's Ministry of the Environment, 99% of city streets are litter-free on any given day, compared to just 62% in the US. Schools don't hire janitors. Kids clean their own classrooms. Office workers scrub their desks before they clock out. And after a soccer match, Japanese fans don't rush home. They stay to pick up trash they didn't even make. That's not cleanliness. That's discipline. A cultural obsession rooted in centuries of philosophy and ritual. In Japan, cleaning isn't a chore. It's character training. It's emotional hygiene. It's a mirror reflecting who you are when no one's watching. And the wild part, you don't need to move to Kyoto or buy fancy gadgets to do it. You just need to think and clean, like they do. So I went all in. I tried Japan's 10 most powerful cleaning secrets, from ancient Shinto-inspired rituals to modern eco-tricks backed by data. And I'll tell you right now, this isn't about soap and sponges. This is about rewiring how you live. Because when you clean the Japanese way, you don't just change your home, you change your head. Let's start from number 10. Number 10. The art of the entrance. Cleaning begins before you even step inside. If you've ever visited a Japanese home, you know the doorway isn't just a threshold, it's a ceremony. The genkan, that small step between outside dust and inside calm, is treated like sacred ground. In most Western homes, it's an afterthought. A mat, a pile of shoes, maybe a coat rack. But in Japan, the genkan sets the tone for everything. It's the first and last place guests see, and it tells a story about how the home is cared for. Studies from Japan's Ministry of Environment show that up to 80% of indoor pollutants, everything from heavy metals to pollen, are tracked in from shoes. That's why removing them is non-negotiable. But it goes deeper than hygiene. Every morning, many Japanese families sweep and wipe their entryway, not to impress anyone, but to start the day fresh. Some even sprinkle salt by the door, a Shinto-inspired practice to purify the space and ward off bad energy. The shoes are lined neatly, soles facing out, ready for the next step. Umbrellas are drained and dried, not dumped. Even the door handle gets a quick wipe, because fingerprints, in Japanese culture, are tiny signatures of carelessness. The result? A home that feels instantly peaceful. The air itself seems lighter. And here's the wild part. According to Tokyo University research on psychological space hygiene, maintaining a clean entrance can reduce stress by up to 15%, because order at the door signals safety to the brain. The Japanese don't just clean where they live, they clean how they arrive. So if you want your home to feel calmer, start where your feet land. Number 9. Tatami time. The floor that teaches you to respect your space. Most people vacuum floors. The Japanese worship them. And that's not an exaggeration. Traditional tatami mats are more than flooring. They're living, breathing organisms made of tightly woven rush grass that absorb humidity, filter air, and even regulate temperature. They're so sensitive that wearing shoes or even slippers on them is taboo. Tatami are measured in exact units, jo, and entire rooms are designed around them. But what fascinates me most is the cleaning ritual. Every week, many households roll back furniture, then use a dry cloth or wiping broom made from rice straw to remove dust and pollen. Once a month, The mats are gently wiped with a cloth soaked in green tea. Yes, green tea, because the tannins act as a natural antibacterial. It's an ancient trick now backed by science. Researchers at Kyoto Prefecture found green tea catechins can eliminate up to 90% of bacteria on porous surfaces without damaging fibers. And here's the kicker. Tatami need to breathe. They're rotated seasonally to prevent mold and to honor balance, a literal reorientation of the home with the rhythms of nature. Even modern apartments with synthetic flooring imitate this care. Floors are wiped daily, never with mops that slosh water, but with just damp cloths. Because in Japan, the floor isn't beneath you. It's where you sit, sleep, eat, and think. It's part of your physical and spiritual grounding. That's why keeping it pristine isn't just cleaning, it's gratitude, expressed one wipe at a time. Number 8. The power of mottainai. Cleaning as an act of conservation. In Japan, there's a single word that captures an entire philosophy of mindful living. Mottainai. Roughly translated, it means what a waste. But it's far more poetic than that. It's a mix of regret, respect, and responsibility for anything that could still serve a purpose. This idea reshapes the very core of cleaning. While many of us clean to throw things out, the Japanese clean to save things, to extend their lifespan, to honor their use. A worn-out rag becomes a floor cloth. An old toothbrush becomes a grout scrubber. Even packaging gets a second life as a drawer liner or sponge tray. According to Japan's Ministry of Economy, over 60% of households now reuse materials in some form as part of their cleaning routines, not out of frugality, but morality. The idea stems from Buddhist teachings that all objects possess life energy, and to waste them is to disrespect the effort and resources behind them. You'll see this in how people refill spray bottles instead of buying new ones, or repair wooden brushes instead of replacing them. The average Japanese household produces 40% less plastic waste than its Western counterparts, thanks to this conscious reusability. But mottainai isn't just environmental. It's emotional. It transforms cleaning from disposal to stewardship. You stop seeing old things as trash and start seeing them as quiet teachers of endurance. And perhaps that's the hidden genius of Japanese cleaning culture. It doesn't just keep your home spotless, it keeps your soul aware. Because when you respect the life of your possessions, you automatically respect your own. Number 7. Nightly reset. The 15-minute ritual that transforms the entire home. In Japan, the day doesn't end when you brush your teeth. It ends when your home exhales. This is called oyasumi soji, good night cleaning. A short, deliberate ritual performed in millions of Japanese households before bed. No deep scrubbing, no heavy lifting, just 15 quiet minutes of restoration. The logic is simple yet profound. A clean home in the morning starts with respect the night before. Surveys from Japan's National Institute for Environmental Studies show that Japanese homes accumulate 35% less household dust than the global average, largely because they're maintained daily instead of weekly. People wipe down kitchen counters, sweep the genkan, straighten tatami mats, and set the living room back to neutral, what they call the in-between state, where nothing is cluttered and everything is calm. Even air circulation is part of this nightly reset. Many open a window for 5 minutes before sleep, letting in a touch of fresh air, a habit proven to reduce airborne allergens and lower CO2 levels by up to 20% overnight according to a Tokyo Metropolitan University study. The magic here isn't just cleanliness, it's closure. By resetting the home before bed, You symbolically close the loop of the day. You sleep deeper because your brain no longer registers unfinished business. And here's the secret. Japanese mothers often teach their children to clean as a form of gratitude, saying, "The house worked hard today too." That mindset turns cleaning from punishment into peace. So the next time you want to collapse on the couch after dinner, try giving your home 15 minutes. You'll wake up to more than a tidy space. You'll wake up to clarity. Number 6. Hidden tools. The silent efficiency of Japanese cleaning gear. If you peek inside a Japanese cleaning closet, you won't find towering vacuums or color-coded sprays. You'll find simplicity. But engineered simplicity. The Japanese have mastered what can only be called quiet efficiency. Take the haba-ki, a flat, flexible dusting tool made from layered paper and cloth, used to slide between narrow furniture gaps. It removes buildup from spots even modern gadgets miss. Or the shuro tawashi, a centuries-old scrubbing brush made from wind-dried palm fibers, biodegradable, ergonomic, and strong enough to last years. According to a 2024 report from Japan's Traditional Crafts Association, sales of natural cleaning tools have risen over 50% in the past 5 years, as more people reject disposable plastics in favor of items that age gracefully. Even something as simple as a mop is reimagined. Japanese magic mops use electrostatic cloths that attract dust without chemical cleaners, and the heads detach for easy washing, reducing waste and preventing cross-contamination. The real secret, though, lies in design philosophy. Every tool should invite use. Handles are short and comfortable, so cleaning feels like an extension of your hand. Tools are stored vertically to dry faster, preventing bacteria. Some homes even display them openly. Brooms and brushes hung neatly on walls like art, a visual reminder that cleanliness isn't shameful labor, but pride in maintenance. In Japan, technology and tradition coexist. You'll find robotic vacuums gliding under tatami tables, while a handmade brush rests nearby. And yet, no one tool dominates, because the Japanese principle of hito no chikara, the power of the person, says that true cleanliness begins with intent, not with a gadget. When your tools feel right in your hand, cleaning becomes instinct, not obligation. Number 5. Windows to the soul. Polishing glass like it's meditation. Japanese homes are famous for their light, not artificial brightness, but soft, filtered daylight that feels alive. And that's because the glass is always spotless. Windows aren't just panes, they're portals for harmony, and in Japan, cleaning them is treated almost like a spiritual act. Every season, people dedicate a day to mado migaki, or window polishing, where families wipe glass with vinegar water and old newspaper, a tradition now proven to be more effective than store-bought sprays. The cellulose fibers in newsprint create fine friction that removes oil without streaking, while the vinegar's acetic acid cuts through grime. Studies by the Japan Cleaning Institute show that vinegar-based solutions clean glass 23% more efficiently than commercial ammonia cleaners, while leaving fewer airborne chemicals indoors. But this isn't about perfection, it's about perception. The Japanese believe clean glass connects you to nature. It restores shizen-kan, a sense of natural awareness. That's why many homes orient windows to frame gardens, trees, or skies, and why they polish both inside and out. In rural towns, you'll even see elderly couples on ladders, laughing as they buff their sliding doors until they shimmer like water. It's a communal tradition, especially before New Year, symbolizing clearing away old energy to let in the new. And if you've ever noticed how Japanese glass seems to glow, that's not magic. It's cumulative care. Decades of gentle polishing actually make the surface smoother, reflecting light more evenly. Cleaning windows becomes less about seeing out and more about seeing clearly, because in Japanese philosophy, the clarity of your glass mirrors the clarity of your mind. When the sunlight flows freely into your home, so does calm. Number 4. The laundry philosophy. Sunlight, air, and the science of freshness. If you've ever walked down a Japanese street on a clear morning, you've seen it. Balconies lined with white shirts, futons draped over railings, socks fluttering in the wind like quiet flags of domestic pride. In Japan, laundry isn't a background task. It's an act of reverence, and the sun is the main ingredient. Over 90% of Japanese households dry their laundry outdoors, even in urban areas where space is tight. Why? Because sunlight is a natural sterilizer. Ultraviolet rays kill up to 99.9% of surface bacteria within an hour, according to a 2023 study by Osaka University's Department of Environmental Health. But it's not just about germs. Japanese families believe that airing clothes and bedding under the sky returns ki, or life energy, back to them. Futons are beaten lightly with special paddles called futon tataki, not to punish dust, but to refresh the soul of the bedding itself. The scent that follows clean cotton warmed by sunlight is so cherished it has a name, asa no nioi, the smell of morning. Even washing machines are treated differently. Many people run a rinse cycle, just for the drum itself, once a week, with citric acid instead of bleach, keeping mold and detergent residue from dulling fabrics. Detergents, often biodegradable and enzyme-based, to protect waterways. And here's the most fascinating part. Many homes separate laundry not just by color, but by purpose. Towels washed at higher heat, shirts at lower agitation, futons only on sunny days with low humidity, because Japan's summer air can trap moisture. It's precision mixed with poetry. The Japanese laundry ritual isn't about spotless perfection. It's about renewal. Hanging clothes in the morning sun becomes a small prayer. May this day, like these garments, come out cleaner, lighter, and full of fresh air. Number 3. Seasonal deep cleaning. The great Japanese purge of energy and dust. When December arrives in Japan, the air hums with quiet determination. It's osoji season, the great year-end cleaning, and it's far more than a chore. It's a cultural exhale, a ritual that clears both dust and spirit before the new year. Rooted in Buddhist and Shinto tradition, osoji began centuries ago as a way to purify temples before welcoming the gods of fortune in January. Today, entire cities still participate. Office workers scrub desks and air vents, students clean classrooms, and households tackle every forgotten corner, from ceiling fans to the undersides of tatami mats. It's a national detox. Surveys by the Japan Association of Cleaning Science show that 92% of households engage in osoji between December 20th and 30th, and the average family spends 12 hours total in preparation for the new year. But what's striking is how methodical it is. Cleaning starts from the highest point of the home, lights, walls, windows moving downward so dust falls only once. Tools are minimal, a bamboo broom, vinegar, cloth, maybe baking soda. Even the kitchen exhaust fans, infamous for grease buildup, are boiled in citrus water to break down oil naturally. Beyond the sparkle, though, osoji represents renewal. The idea is simple. Start the new year with no physical or emotional residue. Many people even declutter their phones and emails as part of the ritual, a modern echo of sweeping out bad spirits. And science agrees. Research from Tokyo Women's Medical University found that deep cleaning releases dopamine and lowers cortisol levels, providing measurable mental relief. So when you see families scrubbing their balconies in the cold winter air, they're not just chasing dust. They're inviting good fortune to step through a spotless door. Because in Japan, to clean your home is to cleanse your year. Number 2. Cleaning in silence. The spiritual psychology of Japanese tidying. In Japan, the quietness of cleaning is almost sacred. You won't hear blasting music or the hum of a vacuum drowning out thought. What you'll hear if you listen closely is the soft rhythm of cloth on wood, the faint creak of a floorboard, the steady exhale of presence. This isn't an accident. It's Seketsu no Kokoro, the clean heart, a practice where silence and cleaning are intertwined. The Japanese believe that when you clean in silence, you can actually hear your environment, and more importantly, yourself. In Zen temples, monks start their day, not with prayer, but with cleaning in total stillness, sweeping leaves, wiping railings, dusting altars. The act isn't about dirt. It's about dissolving the boundary between self and space. Neuroscience now backs this up. A 2022 study from Tohoku University found that performing repetitive, low-noise cleaning tasks can lower the brain's beta wave activity by 30%, leading to improved emotional regulation and deeper focus. Silence creates flow. Flow creates calm. In Japanese offices, some companies have adopted mokuso soji, a 5-minute quiet clean before meetings, to reset energy and foster group harmony. Even families practice this after dinner. Everyone cleans together, no talking, just cooperation through movement. The goal isn't perfection, it's synchronization. The silence teaches patience. It also teaches humility, because in silence, you become aware of every overlooked detail. A fingerprint on a mirror, a crumb under the table, a smudge on the window pane that sunlight reveals only at dusk. Cleaning becomes meditation, not maintenance. It's no wonder Japanese spaces feel so serene. They're built from thousands of quiet, intentional gestures, each motion a whisper, each swipe a breath. And when the last cloth is folded, you don't just have a cleaner room, you have a quieter mind. Number 1. Cleaning as gratitude. The hidden heart of Japan's spotless culture. At the core of Japan's cleaning philosophy lies something deeper than technique, deeper even than ritual. It's kansha, gratitude. Gratitude toward your home, your tools, your body for moving, and your day for happening. In Japan, to clean is to say thank you. Students bow before cleaning classrooms. Factory workers thank their machines before wiping them down. Even train conductors, after a long shift, are seen bowing to their trains before performing final checks. That gesture isn't symbolic. It's spiritual. It's an acknowledgement that everything which serves us deserves respect. The Japanese don't view cleanliness as a moral duty or social display. They see it as emotional hygiene. According to a 2024 national survey by NHK, 7 out of 10 Japanese adults say cleaning makes them feel more grateful and connected to their lives. Psychologists call it embodied mindfulness, the physical act of gratitude reinforcing emotional well-being. And it shows. Japan ranks among the top 5 nations in global life satisfaction. Despite smaller living spaces, largely attributed to what researchers call environmental mindfulness, or awareness of one's surroundings. Even public spaces reflect this. Streets are immaculate, not because there are more cleaners, but because every citizen sees tidiness as shared appreciation. The logic is beautiful. If you respect your surroundings, they will respect you back. And when gratitude seeps into your broom strokes and bucket water, cleaning stops being a task. It becomes a dialogue between you and your space. You begin to see your kitchen counter not as an object, but as a surface that supported your meals, your floor not as a chore, but as a path you've walked 1,000 times. In Japan, they say a clean home invites good spirits. But perhaps the real spirit it invites is gratitude itself, quiet, humble, and shining from every polished corner. Japan isn't clean because people have more time. It's clean because people have more respect. Respect for the space that shelters them. Respect for the hands that built it. Respect for the strangers who will walk the same streets tomorrow. That's what makes it work. It's not the vinegar or the bamboo brooms or the 15-minute rituals. It's mindset. Every sweep of a cloth says, "I'm lucky to have this." Every folded towel says, "I care." Meanwhile, we've built a world that rewards speed, not care. We multitask. We outsource. We scrub only when things get unbearable. But Japan flips that upside down. Cleaning isn't what you do after the mess. It's what keeps the mess from ever taking hold. And science is catching up. Researchers at the University of Tokyo found that consistent daily tidying reduces anxiety symptoms by over 40%, while lowering cortisol levels as effectively as light exercise. Think about that. Cleaning, the thing we avoid most, might be the cheapest therapy you'll ever have. So maybe the secret isn't just in Japan's spotless homes. Maybe it's in the way they live, with gratitude, rhythm, and a kind of quiet pride we've forgotten. You don't need to move to Kyoto. You just need to treat your home like it matters. Because it does. Now tell me, when was the last time you cleaned? Not to get rid of dirt, but to honor your space.